Month of Ramadan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us 60 blank checks. They are literally blank checks that are given to you. If I tell you that I'm giving you one blank check and I'm the Shaykh of UAE, you would know that you are hit a lottery, right? Because if I give you a blank check, you would not know what to do with it. But if a Shaykh of UAE is to give you a blank check, it means that you hit a lottery. You would be for surely getting a lot. It is not any bachelor of this dunya that is giving you a blank check. It is the bachelor's bachelor who is giving you a blank check, and not one of them, 60 of them. 30 at the time of iftar and 30 at the time of sahur. Use these blank checks. My dear brothers, to you and your families, make sure that every iftar, 5 minutes before iftar, all of you gather, leave the pakoras and samosas and everything, let that be taken care of afterwards if it has to be, but sit down all together and make dua. Get your children involved. They are masoom, their duas are accepted more than our duas are accepted. Everybody sit together, make dua. If one of you can lead the dua, even better. But for the rest, they should sit, everybody should sit and make dua. That dua is the time of acceptance of dua. Rasulullah said that Allah has commanded that a person, a worker, before his sweats get dry, he should be paid his wages. So if that is the command for the worldly workers, then when we are working for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to reward us for the effort that we have put in. If we have spent the fasting in accordance with the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, taking care of the things that we are meant to take care of, and now we come and beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His mercy, it is surely to be rewarded to us. We don't have to worry about asking anybody for anything if we know the power that lies in these 60 blank checks that we get. Utilize them. Please, when you get invited to iftar parties, first of all, my personal recommendation is avoid these iftar parties. We go there, we backbite, we go there, and invariably we end up saying something which we should not be saying. We talk love thing. It takes time away from a very, very valuable month that we have at our hand. If we want to invite people to iftar just because of the niyat of feeding them, then I've already given you venues where you should go and feed people. We can host people, our friends and everything else out of month of Ramadan. We can do all of that. Let's do it on Eid. Ramadan, dedicate to Allah. Nobody is stopping you from feeding people, and that's the first thing that we spoke about. But understand where my time is getting utilized. If I'm going to get my iftar party done at my home, surely that whole day my wife's day is just spent in kitchen. Utilize that time, and then when people are over, we end up talking stuff. Salah gets affected, Taraweeh gets affected. There's so much that gets taken away from those precious nights that we have, going to these sahur tents, going to that. Don't. Stay focused. So utilize this time before iftar, and even if you have to go somewhere, isolate yourself, go, make sure that before 5 minutes before, you're spending time making dua. That's your blank check. If somebody was to give you a blank check in this dunya and say that, no, let's come spend with me, and you cash it afterwards, you say, yeah, hold on, I have my priorities, and let me deal with this check first. It's a blank check, utilize it, and then do anything else afterwards. So we'll spend a lot of time making dua. Make dua for your family, make dua for dunya, make dua for akhirah, make dua for rizq, make dua for khushu in your salah, make dua for what Rasulullah taught us, what we just saw in the Hafiz, that we should say, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness, and we should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the emancipation from the hellfire, from being free from the hellfire. Itkum minan nar. We should make dua according to the 3 10 days period that are there. The first of it being rahmat, maghfirat, and being freeing from the fire, then the first 10 days we should spend time making dua, and in our duas we should include that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I ask you for rahmat, and rahmat in different things. And then the next 10 days we should increase in istighfar to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, asking for His forgiveness. In the last 10 days we should art from being free from the hellfire, itkum min nar. So accordingly to where we are and what time frame we are, we should ask du'as.